Scroll 5. Strength without control. Clang, thump, clang, thump. Fresh boot prints in the dust. Heavy, deep. The impressions favor the right side where Takeshi carries the kit. 20 minutes ahead, maybe less. The streets narrow as he moves east. Shadows pool between buildings, alleys closing in like walls breathing inward. The smell of salt water and rotting fish thickens with each block. Somewhere ahead, a child's sob cuts through the dark. Kaizen quickens his pace. The uneven rhythm of his armor echoes off brick. Clang, thump, clang, thump. Third building from the north corner. Yamato's mark on the door. A crane with spread wings. Rotting timber, broken promises. He stops, listens. Heavy breathing from inside. Metal scraping against wood. A child's whimper. Then Takeshi's voice, low and cruel. Quiet now, little one. Your father will come through. They always do with the right motivation. Just need him to talk. Ask about the immediaries. Ask about the contracts. Get answers. Don't kill him. Not like the rhino. I need him alive. Kaizen pushes the door open. Moonlight streams through the gaps in the warehouse roof. Silver and shadow. Crates stacked to ceiling. Barrels lashed with rope. Fishing nets hang like cobwebs. Thick with smell of old salt and rot. Against the far wall, a cage. The beaver kit huddles inside. Small paws gripping the bars, eyes wide. Not with hope. Takeshi stands beside it. 8 feet tall, reinforced wooden staff across his shoulders. The blade at its end catches the moonlight. Well, well, Yellow Fang's gleam. Didn't expect company tonight, especially from the heavy wolf himself. Kaizen draws both swords. Let the kit go. Takeshi laughs. This little morsel is worth more than 3 months' debt, plus interest. You think I'm going to hand him over? I'm not asking. The bear's grin widens. Then I suppose we're doing this the hard way. Before we begin, Kaizen says, I need information about Lord Yamato, the contracts, the channels for anonymous contracts. You think I'm going to tell you? One way or another. The bear spins his staff once, twice. The blade splits the air. Then come, take it, wolf. Kaizen's blade meets iron. The impact shudders up his arms into the wounded shoulder. White hot, immediate. Takeshi's staff reverses, the bladed end whistling toward Kaizen's ribs. Kaizen twists, too slow. The blade tears through the mail, cutting shallow across his side. Blood runs warm beneath the armor. Takeshi grins, fangs catching moonlight. The staff spins in his massive paws. 8 feet of muscle and old scars, moving like he's been waiting for this his whole life. Behind him, the kit. Small paws gripping the bars, eyes wide with terror. Kaizen presses forward with both swords, but the armor drags at every movement. Too slow, too heavy. Off balance from the missing shoulder pauldron. Everything tilts right. The staff blocks once, twice. Sweeps low. Kaizen jumps, barely clears it. Lands heavily. Takeshi sees the weakness. The staff comes horizontal, full force slamming into Kaizen's exposed left side. A massive dent blooms in the chest armor. Ribs screaming beneath it. The impact lifts him off his feet. Through stacked crates, wood explodes, dried fish scatters. Armor shrieks against stone as he rolls. He struggles upright, ribs on fire, shoulders screaming. Takeshi walks through the wreckage with casual patience, staff tapping. Tap, tap, tap. I've been waiting for this, his eyes shine. Years, wondering if the legend was real. He strikes overhead, full force. Kaizen blocks with both swords crossed. The impact drives him back, claws scraping stone. The staff whips horizontal. Kaizen ducks. The blade screams overhead. Twin strikes at Takeshi's ribs. Wood against steel. Both swords bite into the shaft, leaving notches. Good, Takeshi laughs. Very good. Kaizen lunges inside the guard, both swords aimed at Takeshi's chest. The armor makes him just slow enough. Takeshi drops the staff, catches Kaizen's wrist with massive paws, pivots, and throws. Kaizen flies through the air, crashes through rotting wall. Planks shatter, splinter, explodes outward. He hits the dock hard, rolls across weathered boards, armor clanging until he stops against a pile of rope. Moonlight bathes everything silver. Water beyond the dock's edge reflects like liquid metal. Boats bob in gentle waves, their sails hanging limp. He struggles to his feet. Every movement hurts. Footsteps, heavy, deliberate. Takeshi steps through the hole in the wall, retrieves his staff, spins it once. Much better out here. He surveys the space. Room to work. He charges. Kaizen rolls. Takeshi's staff embeds in the dock boards where he stood. They clash among the boats. Fast exchanges. Takeshi drives him back toward the water's edge. The staff sweeps wide. Kaizen ducks under, slashes at Takeshi's leg, draws blood. The bear doesn't flinch. His massive foot catches Kaizen's chest. Kaizen stumbles back into the boat's mast. The staff comes down vertical. Kaizen rolls. The blade cuts through the mast. Wood splinters. The sail collapses. Heavy canvas bearing them both. Kaizen slashes through it, cuts himself free. Takeshi, already out, already moving, staff spinning, driving him along the dock. Both swords cut into the wooden shaft again. Deeper notches. The armor's going to be your death. Takeshi breathing steadily. Easy, slowing you down, making you predictable. He's right. Every movement restricted. Dented chest plate pressing into ribs. Harder to breathe with exchange. Kaizen feints left. Strikes right. Takeshi barely catches it. Blocks. Better. The staff reverses. The blade whisper through the air. Kaizen parries. The force sends vibration up his arms. His wounded shoulder screams. Takeshi sweeps slow. High. Low again. Unrelenting. Kaizen blocks. Dodges. Blocks. Driven back to the very edge of the dock. Water splashing at his heels. Takeshi strikes with both hands behind the blow. Kaizen blocks with both swords crossed. The impact tears one sword from his grip. It clatters across the dock, his father's sword. Kaizen stands with a single blade in his right hand, the pommel engraved with the tiny paw. They circle. Takeshi blade whistles toward Kaizen's head. He blocks, and the force drives pain through his whole body. His grip loosens as the dock boards beneath him split from the impact. The sound cracks through the night. Kaizen freezes. Splinter wood beneath him, rotted, ready to give. Takeshi hears it. That grin widens. Time to swim. He heaves his staff, eyeing the fractured planks. Let's see if legends float. The water, the dark below, the armor will drag me under. The staff comes down, not at Kaizen, at the weakened boards. The wood shatters. Kaizen's footing disappears. He falls. His paw shoots out, drives his remaining sword into the dock edge. The blade bites deep into the wood. Holds. Kaizen hangs there, legs dangling over the dark water, armor pulling him down. He grips the hilt with one paw. His wounded shoulder burns. Water laps below, cold, dark, waiting. Don't let go. Just hold on. Takeshi walks to the edge, looks down. Still holding on. He kneels, bringing his face close. To what? To this. He taps the sword. To your pride. Your legend. Kaizen grips tightens. Knuckles white. Arm shaking. Your son let go. Voice drops, almost gentle. Something breaks in Kaizen's chest. Not rage. Worse. Recognition. No. Don't listen. Isn't it time you did the same? I can't let go. I can't lose you, Kiba. Hold on. The staff raises. Time to let go, heavy wolf. The staff crashes down on Kaizen's wounded shoulder. Pain explodes through damaged muscle. His fingers open, releasing the sword with tiny engraved paw. Kiba's sword. He falls. Cold, shocking, all-consuming. The armor fills with water, rushing to every gap, every seam. Immediate weight dragging him down. But the cold doesn't feel violent. It feels like an embrace, gentle, patient, waiting. His feet touch bottom, soft mud. He sinks into it. Your son let go. The words follow him down. He stopped fighting. Deeper, darkness drawing in. Isn't it time you did the same? Maybe it is. The cold surrounds him, fills the armor, presses in from all sides. Not crushing, holding. I'm so tired of fighting, of failing, of being too late. His limbs feel heavy, not from the armor, from years of carrying it. The darkness at the edges isn't fighting anymore. It's almost peaceful. Maybe this is what I deserve, for not being there, for Kiba, for Minami. Maybe it's time to. Warmth. In the cold water, impossible warmth. Arms around him, small ones, strong ones. The memory crashes through. The last hug. The morning he left for the tournament. Kiba launched himself at Kaizen's legs, small arms wrapping tight. Do you have to go, Papa? Manami's arms around his waist from behind, her head against his shoulder. Come back to us. Always come back to us. Kaizen kneeling, pulling them both close, one arm around his wife, one arm around his son. 3 of them, together, whole. The warmth of them, the safety, the love, the last hug, the moment when they were all together. Kaizen's eyes snap open in the dark water. No, not yet. Not like this. His claws find rock beneath the mud. He kicks, pushes toward the shore, toward shallower water, claws scraping rock, pulling himself up the slope. I won't stop fighting. Not yet. A shadow blocks the moonlight. Takeshi, standing in the shallows, waiting. Going somewhere. Massive paws grab Kaizen's shoulders and shove him back under. Takeshi kneels, full weight on Kaizen's chest, holding him there. Kaizen struggles, armor drags, can't get leverage. Water in his nose, his mouth. Yanked up, he gasps. Takeshi's face fills his vision, grinning. Still think you're a hero? Rotting breath, fish and blood and decay. Shoved back under. Up again, another gasp. All that armor, Takeshi grunts, pressing down. All that weight. Down. Up. Gasping. Choking. It won't bring them back. Down. Longer this time. Kaizen struggles. Can't surface. Takeshi's weight. Too much. Vision darkening, edges narrowing to a pinpoint. Armor filled with water, dragging him into the dark. This is it. Drowned. Weighted down. My father's armor pulling me down to meet the man who wore it first. I'm sorry, Kiba. So sorry. Yanked up. Takeshi's yellow fangs close enough to count. The rot between them. Why do you think you could save this kid? You couldn't save your son. Kaizen's body goes still. Not from exhaustion, from something cold, something breaking. What kind of father were you, Heavy Wolf? Hot breath on his face. Out playing hero while your son burned. Kaizen's jaws snap. Teeth lock onto Takeshi's forearm. Through fur, through muscle, past the point of reason, past strategy. Rage and survival merged into a primal need. Takeshi roars, trying to shake him off. Kaizen's teeth dig deeper, won't let go, can't let go. If he lets go, he goes under. If he goes under, he dies. And before he dies, he needs this bear to hurt. Takeshi's knee drives into Kaizen's rib. Once, Kaizen holds. Twice, still locked. 3 times. 4. 5. The jaw won't open. Muscles locked. Takeshi heaves, yanks Kaizen up out of the water. Both crash onto the dock, Kaizen's teeth still buried in flesh. The bear's fist hammers Kaizen's head. The jaw loosens, releases. You animal! Takeshi snarls. Blood pours from his forearm. Deep punctures, ragged edges. No more enjoyment. No more professional pride. Pure rage. Takeshi grabs Kaizen by the chest plate, lifts him. The wolf's body's limp, head ringing, water streaming from his armor. You want to fight like an animal. Takeshi spins, building momentum. Then die like one. He hurls him across the dock. Kaizen crashes into fishing nets, hanging from the dock post. Rope everywhere. Arms caught, legs caught. The more he struggles, the tighter it gets. The nets reek of salt and old fish and rot. He can barely move, can barely breathe, head still ringing. His eyes find his father's sword, right there on the dock. He stretches, fingers straining toward it, can't reach. The chest plate too bulky, restricting his movement. So close! And somewhere beyond the dock's edge, the sword with the small engraved paw, still driven into the wood where he held on, where Takeshi forced him to let go. He pulls at the ropes, his left arm barely responding. His right hand finds purchase, still working at the net. Footsteps, heavy, limping, angry. Tap, thump, tap, thump. Takeshi approaches, blood trailing behind him, retrieving his staff. You bit me. His breathing is rough. I'm going to make this next part hurt. Need to reach the sword. No more running, wolf. Kaizen's right hand breaks free, reaches, straining, but the chest plate stuck. Ropes wrapped around the dented section, pulled tight, pressing into his ribs, restricting every breath. Can't breathe. Each gasp shallow and painful. And his father's sword, right there, just beyond reach. The armor is trapping me. First buckle, his fingers fumble for it, shaking. Let go of the weight. Releases. Takeshi boot slams down on Kaizen's chest. All of the air forced out. The staff blade hovers inches from his throat. Time to go, wolf. Second buckle. One chance. The blade presses against his skin, draws blood. Now! Third buckle. Kaizen rolls, chest plate still tangled, pulling. Takeshi's blade cuts the rope, misses flesh by inches. Fourth buckle. The chest plate falls away into the net. Air, cold and full. The first real breath. Lungs expanding properly, completely. Something else comes with it. Not just relief. Something deeper, older. Like a door he forgot was locked, swinging open in the dark. Oh, this is what I've been keeping buried. He doesn't let himself finish the thought. His hand shoots out, grabs his father's sword. The weight familiar in his grip. Takeshi's staff swings horizontal. Kaizen doesn't retreat. He lunges past the bear, toward the dock edge, toward the other sword, the one embedded there, the one Takeshi forced him to drop. The staff whistles past. His hand closes on the hilt. Without armor, he moves different. Lighter. Faster. And he wrenches the sword free. The blade tears from the wood with a shriek of metal. Splinters explode. The board explodes where it held. Not giving up on you yet. Not yet. He turns the blade in his grip. Moonlight catches the pommel, the engraving, the small paw print pressed into the metal. His thumb traces it, just for a moment. With you. I'm fighting with you. Fighting with both of you. Two swords now. Takeshi rises to meet him. Kaizen stands lighter. So much lighter without the chest plate. The staff swings horizontal. Kaizen rolls under it and comes up faster than before. The bear's eyes widen slightly. Just slightly. Fast. Powerful. Unrestricted. Takeshi swings again. Desperate now. Kaizen flows around the staff like water. Like wind. And his sword strikes across the bear's back, drawing blood. Takeshi spins. His eyes go bright. There! A grin splits his face. Wide and almost reverent. There he is! He attacks again. Faster now, matching Kaizen's speed. Another strike finds Takeshi's shoulder. More blood, but the bear charges through it, staff swinging from the thrill of the fight. Show me what the legend can do. Kaizen's left pauldron catches the staff blade. The straps snap. The armor piece clatters to the dock, 20 pounds of his father's steel. His left hand trembles with the weight of his father's blade. Fingers weak, barely holding on, but he doesn't drop it. Can't drop either of them. Both shoulders bare now, only leather and mail. Kaizen moves like he hasn't moved in years. Each strike lands cleaner than the last. Each dodge costs nothing. He can feel the difference, the way you feel the difference between breathing in a smoke-filled room and stepping outside. Not just easier, but right? The thought should worry him. He files it away for later. Takeshi bleeds from a dozen cuts, breathing hard, the thrill in his eyes beginning to give way to something more wary. Kaizen strikes fast, catching the staff shaft where the notches and cracks cluster. The wood splits, jagged, breaking in the middle. The blade end falls. Takeshi catches it before it hits the dock, now holding two pieces. Without missing a beat, he spins both like dual weapons. Blade in the right hand, staff in the left. Faster now, more unpredictable. Kaizen adjusts, differently this time. Takeshi presses forward. I've lived my whole life waiting for a fight like this. Kaizen takes one deep breath, strikes, both swords moving fast. His left sword sweeps up, catching the wooden staff piece, ripping it from Takeshi's hand. In the same continuous flowing motion, his right blade arcs down, once, twice, 3 times against the blade end. The blade shatters. Takeshi blinks, both hands empty, the realization crossing his face that this is now a hunt. And now he is the prey. Both swords flash across the bear's chest, shallow, controlled, not to kill. Need him alive. Need answers. Who ordered the contract? Another cut. Takeshi's shoulder, drawing blood. Talk. Just talk. Tell me what I need to know, and this ends. But Takeshi stumbles back, bleeding, searching desperately. Then he retreats towards the building. Kaizen pursues, only to find the beaver kit ripped from his cage. Takeshi holds him up by the scruff, small body against his chest, claws at the kit's throat. Here's what's going to happen, Wolf. His voice is steady, professional. Kaizen stops, both swords raised. Drop your swords. The kit's eyes wide, white-rimmed, small paws frozen mid-air, tail limp. Shallow, rapid breaths. Calculate. Distance, speed, angle. Or I'm going to show you what happened to your son. Takeshi's eyes gleam. He found the lever, the one thing that will make the heavy wolf hesitate. And you'll have to live with it again. Kaizen's ears flatten slightly. Jaw tightens. 3 steps. Takeshi's claws press. The kit whimpers. A single drop of blood on the soft fur. Drop 'em. Drop your swords. Drop the kit. Kaizen's voice quiet, flat. Just let him go. This is between us. Between us? Takeshi's laugh comes ragged. You're stumbling in the dark, chasing shadows. He breathes hard. There are no answers, Wolf. Just bodies. Just failures. And you don't even have a clue of what is to come. The kit whimpers again. Control. Stay in control. Wait for the opening. But the armor is off, and something Kaizen is only now beginning to understand. The armor didn't just slow his body. It slowed everything. The weight pressing on his shoulders pressed down on his chest too, on his pulse, on the raw place behind his ribs where 8 years of grief lived. Without it, Takeshi's words are landing at full speed. Just like your son. The name is coming. Kaizen's grip tightens on both swords, knuckles white under his fur. I can't let him. Kiba, wasn't it? Something cold slides through Kaizen's chest. Not pain, not grief. Clarity. He knows the name. He knows. Which means he knows who ordered it. Everything. Let him keep talking. Keep thinking he's winning. Do you know what they say happened? Kaizen's breathing slow, controlled, his muscles coiled tighter. Almost. They say he tried fighting. Takeshi voice tightens. Screamed for you. Kaizen's left eye twitches. Breathe. Stay calm. He's trying to break you. While you were playing in the tournament, swords raised, ready. Your own son, calling for a father who never came. 2 steps away. Close enough. His chest rises, falls. Rises, falls. Steady. He'll press the advantage. Step forward and then. You know what the worst part is? Takeshi's voice getting louder. He probably didn't think you loved him. Kaizen's pupil dilate. Black pools. His lips pull back. Takeshi's claws dig in. The kit cries out. Kaizen moves. No armor, no weight, no hesitation. 2 steps become none. His father's blade sweeps low. Through the arm holding the kit. Clean. The kit tumbles free. Lands on the floor. Unharmed. His other blade arcs high. Wound. Capture. Stop him from hurting anyone else. But the blade doesn't stop moving. Through muscle, then ribs, then all the way through everything. Takeshi's body slides into 2 pieces. The bear's eyes go wide, mouth open, trying to speak. The information, the answers, the network, all dying with him. Then nothing. Kaizen stands frozen, sword still extended, arm still and follow through. Blood running down the blade, chest heaving. I only meant to disarm him. Stop him. Not to kill. I needed him alive. He blinks once, twice. The sword, the blood dripping from it, his paw, blood splatter against the fur, the engraved pommel against his palm, paw print in the metal. I was trying to keep him alive, wasn't I? The question sits there. He can't answer it. He doesn't know if he wants to. Behind him, a sound, small, quiet, whimpering. Kaizen turns. The beaver kit sits, small body trembling, tail wrapped between his legs, gripping it for comfort, eyes locked on Kaizen. Not on the blood. Not on the swords. On him. Kaizen lowers the blades, hands shaking. It's okay. His voice rough, trying to sound gentle. You're safe now. He takes a step toward the kit. The kit squeals. High-pitched, terrified, scrambles backwards. Kaizen stops. I won't hurt you. Another step. The kit presses into the wall. Can't go further. Eyes wide. Pupils pinpricks. Mouth working. Not looking for a savior. Looking at a... Kaizen kneels, slowly, trying to make himself smaller. It's over. You're safe. Let me... The kit stares at Kaizen, at the eyes that went black, at the expression that went flat and cold. His mouth works. Finally, barely a whisper. Monster. The word hits harder than any blade. Kaizen freezes, palms out. No, I saved you. Monster! The kit pressing harder against the wall. Each repetition driving deeper. Stop looking at me like that. I saved you. But the kit doesn't see a savior. He sees what Kaizen has become. What he still is, kneeling there covered in blood. Footsteps, running from outside. Kippy! Kip! The beaver father, hero, bursts through the door, skids to a halt, his son pressed against the wall, trembling, staring at something with pure terror. Hero's eyes follow his son's gaze to Kaizen, crouching, both swords in hand, then Takeshi's body in 2 pieces, blood everywhere. What? Hero voice breaks. What did you do? I saved him. Kaizen's voice quiet. The bear had him and I... Kippy! Hero edges along the wall, keeping distance. Come here. Slowly, my boy. The kit doesn't move. Frozen. Still staring. Hero reaches him, scoops him up. The kit buries his face into his father's chest, his small voice muffled and shaking. He moved so fast. His eyes went dark and scary. The words dissolve into sobbing. Hero backs toward the door, Kit held tight. His voice shakes. Don't come near us. His eyes find Kaizen's. Not anger, not confusion. Understanding. They go back through the door, into the shadows. Gone. Kaizen stands alone. Moonlight streams through gaps in the roof. Through the hole in the wall, silvered shadow. Takeshi's body still and silent. The answer's dead with him. He knew. He knew about Kiba, about the fire, about the contract. And I killed him. He turns his blades over in his grip, then sheathes them both. He walks past the body, through the hole in the wall, back onto the dock. The armor lies scattered, pieces of the prison, torn free during the fight. The chest plate first, still caught in the fishing net where it fell, tangled in the rope, and the hooks and line. He kneels, tries pulling it free. The net won't let go. Knotted through the buckles, the straps, the broken edges. He pulls harder. The net holds. Leave it. Just leave it. His hands won't listen. He gathers the whole tangled mess in both arms, chest plate and net and rope and everything, lifts it, heavy and awkward. His thumb finds the armor through the gaps in the rope, the way he used to trace it as a pup, standing in his father's shadow, wondering if he'd ever be big enough to fill it. How many blows has this armor taken? How many times has it saved me? This is what I am without it. Here is the monster they always feared. The armor. Therefore, I needed the armor not to protect me, to protect them from me. The pauldrons, the left one near where it tore off free, the right one by the broken boards. He gathered them, places them in the net with the chest plate, over 20 pounds of his father's steel. He pulls the edges of the net together, gathers the ropes, and lifts it, swings it over his back. His cage cannot leave it behind. The net hangs heavy, clinking with each step. Behind him, the cage door hangs open, empty, along with any leads, any answers, the name of whoever ordered the contract, all of it gone with the light and Takeshi's eyes. Kaizen's paws begin moving on their own, away from the docks. The street narrows, the buildings fall away. The dark breath of the forest receives him without ceremony, carrying his father's armor slung over his back, tangled, broken, but still his. End of scroll 5. Lesson learned. We don't always carry chains to punish ourselves. They're meant to protect the world from what we become without them.